Are you ready, Emil? Jack Evans versus Sidney.
You bet your bippy I'm ready. I haven't said that in years. Oh man, this. Did I hear that correctly?
Imitation, he said.
Is that what he said?
I mean, Jack's been doing it for decades. Well, letting these fans hear it. Currently unhappy with the momentum that Sidney has on his side here in GCW. Is Jack going to be the first one to hand Sidney a loss in a game-changer wrestling ring?
I mean, at least he shook the hand of Sidney Akeem after the bad-mouthing. I thought he was going to punch Sidney in the face.
Jack Evans with the headlock here on Sidney.
Oh.
Trying to free himself, but Jack maintaining the hold.
Holding on to it, landing on his feet. Does Jack Evans. He takes off here, off the ropes, counters a hip toss, sends Sidney into the corner. One-handed cartwheel into the back elbow, misses. Sidney Akeem got out of the way.
Sidney through the legs.
Whoa, hey.
Elevates Jack Evans. Greco-Roman knuckle lock for the monkey flip. Gets it. Jack lands on his feet.
And now Jack Evans comes charging, but he got caught. Oh, he picked the leg of Sidney Akeem.
Not even a one count.
Whoa!
Sidney on top. Not even a one count. Maybe one count. Jack back up. Well, they're prepared for each other, that's for sure.
That was quite the splash that Sidney Akeem did.
Yeah.
He has that ability to just like flop up in the air like a fish out of water, just the right time. You've seen him do it on the apron to avoid like a baseball slide. You just saw it right there. You never know with two athletes like this, Jack Evans and Sidney Akeem, what exactly we're going to see.
Looks out of harm's way in that kick attempt. Sidney staying on his feet. Jack doing the same.
Nobody's really able to score with anything all that impactful.
Until now.
There you go, that twisting cross body and a big drop kick.
It sends Evans all the way out to the floor.
And that is not a safe place to be for either man, really, in this contest.
Both known for their high flying ability. But instead of flying, Sidney out to the floor.
He wants to go and get Jack Evans, bring him back in the ring. Perhaps he knows, knowing he can't win it on the outside.
Well, keeping this fight on the floor. Shot to the midsection of Evans.
Faked him out. It looked like he was going for a chop. Jack Evans kind of braced for it. Sidney said, nope, you're getting a kick instead.
Elbow to the midsection, and once again, a shot to the back of Jack Evans. Put Sidney back in control. He's going to bring it back inside the ring.
And now Sidney Akeem rolls back in. He's going to go corner to corner, it looks like here. Back elbow into the corner.
Kick to the midsection.
And now Sidney Akeem, maybe he's going to elevate himself in the corner, or maybe just step on the throat.
Standing on the throat.
Oh, more so on the pectoral, it looks like. Back handspring into the low drop kick right into the chest of a seated Jack Evans.
Pulls him out of the corner. Too close to the ropes, didn't pull him far enough. Evans realized where he was at inside that ring.
Just, I don't think he accounted for just how long the arms of Jack Evans are with that pin attempt. I think with most other opponents, he might be able to get the pin. Ooh.
Running across the back of Evans, delivered that kick to the shoulder.
Going for the pin here as a far leg hook with a side press. Adam Galt says two. Of course, Jack Evans, Gringo Loco last night in Denver.
Hell of a matchup.
Absolutely. But Sidney Akeem is more fresh, I'd say.
Going to work on the leg of Evans. Let's see if he continues to do so. That is very smart strategies to recover. Only two. Evans relies so much on his balance and his agility for his high-flying offense. always smart to try to keep him grounded, and that's what Sidney's doing right now. He's got him in this chin lock, trying to take away the energy of Jack Evans.
Of course. As the more, you try to fight out of a hold like this, the more energy you expend, the more tired you get, the less reserves you have in your tank when it gets into real nitty-gritty.
But Evans is back on his feet. Elbow to the midsection, and once again.
Oh, look at this, rapid fire.
One shot to his back takes him back down to the mat.
Sometimes hold on here, he's going for the pin. Not able to keep Jack Evans down. I didn't think he was. But, I mean, sometimes as a wrestler, you have to take 2, 3, 4 shots to land one good one for yourself. That's what Sidney Akeem did right there with that forearm smash right between the shoulder blades.
Evans' throat first across the second rope. See what Sidney has in mind as he hits the ropes.
Is he dedicating this to somebody?
Still across the back of Evans. And continuing to single out whoever that is in the crowd.
Hit a little bit of a pose afterward.
Very popular athlete, Sidney Akeem.
Well, you got to remember, it was right here in the UCC where Sidney Akeem really burst on the scene here against Jack Cartwheel.
Where he debuted the final act, the double back handspring into the cutter, and has put away multiple opponents here in GCW as part of his undefeated streak.
Most recently, Leon Slater in Atlantic City.
Yes.
Although I thought Slater had a great game plan going after the arm, Sidney Akeem. But it looks like Sidney Akeem's arm has healed considerably since last week.
Doesn't seem to be affecting him thus far. As Evans moonsaulting off the second rope, connecting with Sidney, who rolls to the apron, and now all the way out to the floor. Evans back on his feet.
With style. And Sidney Akeem on the outside with Jack Evans on the inside is not a good combination for Sidney Akeem. Look at this, over the top.
Brings the UCC to their feet. Signature Jack Evans.
Yeah, you got to call that the Jack Evans special, right?
It is, absolutely.
He does the one-handed cartwheel into the twisting somersault senton dive over the top to the floor.
I always liked that version when Sasuke used to do it.
Yes.
But Sidney able to knock Jack Evans back to the floor, and here comes Sidney Akeem.
He's getting a lot of momentum.
Oh!
Now that's a dive.
Several rows deep into the chairs with the momentum on that tope.
The less caution you have with your own body when executing a dive. Let's take a look. Look how carefree Sidney Akeem is, just diving through the top and middle ropes. He didn't care if he wiped himself out as long as he got Jack Evans on the outside.
And he got Jack Evans, and now Sidney from the top rope, twisting and connecting with Evans. Only two. Evans gets his shoulder up.
That's amazing how he's able to rotate on that vertical axis and still land that Meteora.
Turns Evans over. What's Sidney thinking? Pulling him into position in that corner of the ring. Sidney on the apron. Go back up.
Climbing up to the top rope. What's he got in mind this time?
Going for the 450, but Evans moved out of the way.
Ooh, high kick from Evans. Caught Sidney Akeem right behind the ear.
And now Evans. Corkscrew splash. Only two.
You can go back and literally watch 20 years ago Jack Evans pull off that same move, and it looks the same today.
Absolutely.
What an
exact
athlete.
Same. Hasn't lost a step. And now he has Sidney on his back. To the top rope goes Evans. Again, rolling through as Sidney moves out of the way. Into the midsection of Evans by Sidney Akeem.
Well placed. Now where's Sidney going? What's he got in mind here this time? Whoa! Shooting star press.
Only two. Evans with the shoulder up again. He just casually did that, too.
I think when he started to spring off the ropes, he wasn't really sure what he was going to do. Was he going to do a front flip, a back flip? Kind of did both at the same time, the shooting star press.
What's he thinking now? Back to the top rope goes Sidney. Evans back on his feet. And to the top himself. Sidney lands on his feet.
Incredible.
And he's back up as well.
They're all the way on the top rope. Very dangerous.
Spanish fly.
You could see the impact. Both men just bouncing off of the canvas.
Both athletes pulling out all the stops here at the UCC.
And let me fill you in on a secret, Dave. I'm sure you know this. The human body not supposed to bounce upon impact at any time.
Ever, yeah.
It's not good for you.
We've seen it happen multiple times in this match. Both back up. Forearm from Sidney. Evans returns the favor with a kick.
There we go. Wow, leaping kick there by Jack Evans.
Several forearms in succession from Sidney Akeem.
That caught him right on the jaw. That spinning back kick.
And Sidney got all of that one.
They're both scoring with these strikes.
More high-risk activities from Sidney Akeem. Back to the top rope.
They're getting a lot of climbing in. Look at that moonsault. Unbelievable height.
Cover. Too close to the ropes. His boot across that bottom rope. Ring positioning saves Jack Evans. Got fantastic height on that moonsault.
You hooked the wrong leg, man.
Looking to follow up on Evans. Placing him on the top rope, always a risk.
We've already seen him nail a Spanish fly. What could be next? Maybe superplex?
Evans with shots to the midsection.
Jack Evans not going to let us find out.
Drops Sidney. Could it be 6:30 time? Evans to the top rope.
450 right into the knees of Sidney Akeem.
Evans connects with that kick, though, to the apron. Springboard. And Sidney handspring it. Oh, final act. Cover. 2. And that's it. Sidney Akeem scores the victory.
That was insane. I have to announce the winner. Hold on. The winner of the match, Sidney